Warm greetings to judges and the delegates. Today, in this session, I am going to talk about the topic about. I am going to talk about a different situation, how I arrived the clinical scenario. So, coming to the patient details, the patient named Mr. Prashant is 24 years old male. Is coming from Kolapakam nearby area, and he works as a AAC mechanic. His main chief complaint is a missing teeth in the lower anterior region for the past 1 year. So the patient had a history of a symphysis fracture that is done 1 year back. So the patient was underwent a general examination. The patient is hale and healthy, doesn't have any abnormalities. So coming to the intraoral features, the patient, due to this accident, the patient had a severe vertical bone loss. And when we view from the occlusal surface, where as we can see the patient having a obliterated sulcus, that means the attached gingiva is very less in that area. So coming to the X-ray, in this we can see there was a 2 latch screw was used. That was used as a fixation screw. So this fixation screw was used to join the fractures. And then, even though we want to know the direction of a fixation screws, so we went ahead with the CBCT. We came to know that even though there is many slices, just I would like to show in only one slice where there was 2 fixation screw was there. So this screw was placed, one is from the buccal to lingual, another one is also the same way, and opposite directions to fix the fractures. And then we went on constructed for a 3-dimensional models from this CBCT. And then as we clearly see that there is a 2 latch screws which is running from right and left. Both the heads are on opposite side, as well as from the buccal to lingual cortex. So with this scenario, patient we were given a treatment options of removal process and then tooth supported fixed process. So these were 2 options we were given. The removal process, patient doesn't opt for a removal process since he is young, he doesn't want to remove and place it every day. And then we are given a next option, which is a tooth supported fixed process, where patient is not willing because he already lost a few teeth, natural tooth due to accident, and doesn't want to sacrifice any of his natural tooth for any other like treatment purpose like enamel for FPD. And patient asked for any other option is there. Yes, there was an implant option is there, but for placing endosseous implants, there is always the screws where it will be in the way of placement. So we are told all these things, but we went ahead. Is there any other options we can give for a patients? So in implant, so what are other options when we think of? So we had this design, as we know that this is a patient specific implant. Nowadays we call it as this patient specific implant. This is the periosteal, subperiosteal implants. So we designed such a way that it has to come for a good stability as well as and less invasive. So we designed this way where the good labial support as well as the lingual support without much of a elevation. And then we went ahead, we did a 3D printing, and then we got a titanium printed model. So once we have done a flap elevation under local anesthesia, this case was done. So flap elevation, we can see there is a latch screw which was a bit loose. It doesn't fix the bone well. So we removed only one screw. Luckily it came out. The another one we couldn't able to remove it, and we tried it. So that was left behind. And then we place the subperiosteal implant. We check for is there any misfit, but the fit was very fine, and there was no space at all between the subperiosteal implant and the bone. So once the occlusion, the angulation, everything was checked, and once we okay with this, we used fixation screws, and then suturing was done. So immediately after the suturing, we can see this, a post-operative view. All the screws was intact and it was placed, doesn't impinge any of other vital structures. So once the patient is post-operatively, it is fine. We given a provisional restoration. So once the provisional restoration was given, the healing, soft tissue healing is satisfactory. So once we remove the provisional restoration, this was the situation where we can see some amount of dehiscence was there. Since there was approximation, even though approximation was there, a lot of movable mucosa was there. So that's why we were able to get a union. So and then we observed for quite a month of time. So there was no dehiscence further, and it was stable. So we made an impression and then given a process. This is the FP3 kind of a process, we can call it as. And patient was really satisfied with the outcome. And then we have thought, given like oral hygiene instructions, and patient is maintaining the process very well. And then patient is under recall almost around 6 to 8 months after this definitive process. And then patient didn't have any problems so far. So with this treatment option, it is an innovative treatment option, I would say, for this clinical scenario. And then it's less invasive because we try to remove lac screws and everything. So they were gone for an invasive procedure. And then this is a less time consuming because we tend to give a immediate tooth for most of the time. So I hope this presentation would be a little bit informative from on my side. And I thank for judges as well as the delegates